afternoon in here today, but our rain chances will be increasing. We'll have a look at that in our 7-day forecast coming up about 5:19. Cutter's got to look at your tropical update at 5:08, plus to look at what's going on now with some traveling, too.
Yeah, of course, we know that a lot of folks are hitting the roadways even today, so we're going to get to that traffic here in just a second, but weather outside of our local area, coastal empire and the low country, not looking too bad. So let's take you to that travel forecast. First of all, we're going to start at the beach and actually take you inland and northward as well. We're gloomy, we're dealing with fog now, but heading northward, it's going to be clear, it's going to be chilly up in the higher elevations of the upstate of South Carolina and western North Carolina, expanding the view even further. Now notice New Orleans and Orlando, warm, a little bit muggy, increasing cloudiness, but cold and clear across the Midwest, still dealing with some East Coast showers. Now tomorrow for Thanksgiving Day itself, of course, we're talking about our rain chance locally, particularly along the I-16 corridor, well to the south of I-20, so Asheville, Columbia, upstate of South Carolina, we're looking drier, expanding that view. It's really the travel southward into the state of Florida that could be slowed down a little bit. Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami with showers and thunderstorms. Generally, the further north and northwest you head, we are drying and clearing out. But how is weather affecting the roads this morning? Here is Alexandra.
Yeah, Cutter, so we are looking at heavy areas of fog pretty much all across our viewing area in the Georgia regions. Some areas over in the low country, but right now we're really focusing all along our maps here. You're seeing just fog all over the place. So looking at Richmond Hill, traveling up from Richmond Hill, everything along 17, 95, I mean, we're covered in fog. So just be very careful when you're driving around. Obviously, you guys know that today is going to be a very busy travel day. So these are some of the times that you might want to avoid traveling if you can, and that's Wednesday between 2 and 4 p.m., Thanksgiving Day 12 and 2 p.m., Friday 2 to 5, Saturday 2 to 5 as well, Sunday 2 to 4 is going to be busy according to our Waze app, and Monday 4 to 6. So just keep that in mind when you're traveling around, and make sure you drive safe out there.
Well, breaking overnight, the U.S. Navy says an aircraft carrying 11 crew and passengers has crashed into the Pacific. Tasia Reed has this developing story from the live desk. Tasia?
Well, that's right, Russell. Officials in Japan say they found 8 out of 11 of those U.S. Navy crew and passengers, and it crashed in the Pacific southeast of Okinawa here in Japan. Now, they're unclear if they are still alive at this time. The Navy says the plane was taking off from the USS Ronald Reagan aircraft carrier. You see some video of that, some of their previous drills. It crashed around 2:45 Japanese time. Officials say the plane was participating in self-defense exercises. The USS Reagan crew is now searching, trying to recover the remaining crew. Now, their names will not be released until the family has been notified. No official word yet on what caused that plane to crash.
Well, if you plan on flying this Thanksgiving holiday, you may want to remember to be patient.
Yeah, that's because travel is expected to increase this year across the nation. Jarvis Robertson joining us live from the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport with some advice to help you stay calm while traveling. Good morning, Jarvis.
Good morning, Russ. Here at the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport, 8,000 passengers are expected to pass through between today and Sunday. Now, I'm told by officials that today and Sunday will be the 2 heaviest travel days for this airport. Now, according to AAA, the 2017 holiday weekend will see the highest Thanksgiving travel volume since 2005. We're talking about 1.6 million more people flying, taking road trips, skiing, taking to the sky, or railroadways, or even water boats. Now, remember that it's best that you arrive at least an hour before your flight is scheduled to depart, seeing that we're going to see an increase in travel, probably 2 hours in this case. Now, I did speak with airport officials about what you should know, and their response was common knowledge.
Monitor the weather and check with your airline, make sure there's no delays and cancellations. You can download the airline app to your phone. That's a great way to keep track. You can also check with TSA, check with their website, make sure you're not carrying any prohibited items.
A lot of detail that goes into flying. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to tell you all what you need to know before you get to the airport when it's released.